All right, hey everybody.
There we go. Hello, hello. My name's Joseph Arnold.
I'm Aaron Bigeleisen.
And today we're going to talk to you about how to play fast like a Ferrari. So what do we mean? So typically, when you play fast, you might get really tight, and that actually interferes with your ability to go fast. It interferes with your precision. It just feels bad. It feels really, really effortful.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about how to let go of all that so you can be just like a Ferrari if you've ever driven one. I haven't. But I imagine it feels fucking awesome. And you go really fast. So that's what we want.
And stick around to the end of the video. We have we have a free offering for you, and we also have an exciting course that we're launching at the end of May that we'd love to tell you more about.
That's right. So what is it typically like then for musicians who play fast? So what are these challenges that musicians face in playing fast?
Right. So I mean, it's for me. My experience was that a fast section would come up, and first I'd have these thoughts like, "Oh no, am I going to make it?" Maybe that wasn't be totally conscious, or I would just start to get stressed out. I'd notice some tension getting into my body, and what was so hard about that was as I got tenser, I would maybe be more prone to make more mistakes,
Yeah.
and then that would start to maybe cascade. So I would get more and more tense, more and more anxious, and then the whole thing maybe would end up finally. Oh, thank God, or like, oh, can't believe I did that.
Yeah. So there's this idea that playing fast is hard, and that actually leads to putting more effort into playing fast. And at a sort of a felt level, this makes sense. Like, okay, this is hard, and it is hard, and so I have to put more effort into this thing. The fast passages. These are what you spend the most time practicing, right? And they're the ones that if you're an orchestra or on a gigs or something like that, you got that fast passage coming up, and you're like, oh man, there comes this thing. Right, so there's this element of stress around it, and what do people typically do? We typically try harder. So I'd like to explain, what is trying harder? What is actually happening? Yoda had it right. There is no such thing as trying. There's just either you do it or you don't. Do or do not. There is no try. Because what trying really means is tightening your muscles more while you do the thing.
Yeah.
That's what trying is. All right, and so what we want to explain here is how to play fast without that trying thing.
Yeah. Because
that trying thing is actually, to use the analogy of the Ferrari again, like putting on the e-brake while redlining your hot new sports car. Tension actually gets in the way of your ability to play.
Yeah. So, and if you notice a part of you that's like, well, like, I need that. Well, welcome to that. And also, maybe just for the next 5 minutes, just
enter the tension, right?
The tension, right? Well, I need that tension to play. If you notice that there's a party that's coming up that has that feeling, all right. So let's just say that for the next 5 minutes, if you can suspend that even a little bit, for the next 5 minutes, just entertain the possibility of a way of playing fast that would feel so good. That would feel amazing. That would have you be more accurate, more precise, more expressive, more fluid.
Right. So what we want is to have that Ferrari moving freely, right? To be able to stop when necessary, to make the turn very precisely, to speed up very precisely. What we want is choices. Whereas what's wrong with, it's just like trying harder in that moment is that you actually limit your choices. You got this one thing that you're doing. Right. You're just approaching this passage and getting really tight.
You might even notice that if you put a little try harder and think about, I got to try harder, you might notice, like for me, I get tunnel vision, I stop breathing, and all that just limits the amount of choices that I have available to me. I feel like I have less choices, which is really true.
Yeah, so that brings us to the next element around all this, which is about control.
Yeah.
And we want control, right? We want to be able to play very precisely and accurately and beautifully.
Yeah.
And yet, we have a theme coming back here. The typical kind of control that we see in our culture is that of getting tighter, trying harder.
Putting the e-brake on.
Yeah, exactly.
Putting the e-brake on.
It's because what you want for your body, in order to move very precisely, in order to go really quickly, you want to be really free in your body. You think of a hummingbird, or a cheetah, or an impala. You know, these animals go really, really fast, and they are totally free.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what we want, and it requires kind of a leap of faith, because you know that tension just feels so right. That trying harder feels so right, and it's worked for you in the past, right? It's worked for the most part,
right?
Except when it doesn't. So there's a kind of leap of faith, like what's going to happen when I let go of that e-brake? Is it going to totally fall apart?
Right.
Am I going to lose all my accuracy? Is it going to sound like crap? So there's an experience that we're looking for here of letting go right before you play the difficult passage. Right? So if you think about playing a difficult passage or that really, really fast passage, you know, you just notice what happens in your body. Maybe you're already getting tight, just thinking about all those 30-second notes on the page. Or if you're, you know, improviser, it's like you want to make that really sweet run, you know, just like Charlie Parker or something like that. And if you're getting tight in the moments before you're even playing it, then you've already gone off to, you know, started the race with your shoes tied together. You're all on the wrong foot there. So one of the real keys here to being able to play fast and effortlessly and accurately is to let go just before you actually start the passage. And when you do that, well, what is it like?
Yeah, for me, it feels like, I don't know if you ever had this experience of going down a really fast hill on a bicycle, but it's this combination of exhilaration.
Yeah.
It's like, and I just, for me, when I've had that experience playing and going down a steep hill, it's like my whole sense of self kind of goes away. It's just this big, wide moment. It's so much fun, and it feels like it's just going to go on forever. And all my whole job is just to keep my balance and to enjoy this moment of playing. Yeah.
So fun is what you get to reclaim. It's one of these things that you get to reclaim when you begin to let go around playing fast. You know, and it's a there's a sort of a comfort zone, right? And if you're really, really far outside your comfort zone, playing something really way too fast, or going down that hill and it's too bumpy or too fast or something like that, then it becomes scary, right? So that being said, if you were going at a slow speed and it's nice and smooth going down that hill, but you know your shoelaces are tied together, or like the bike has, you know, the gears are all grinding together, that's also not going to be fun,
Right.
So we want a balance of not too restricted and also not too free, or else you're going to fall over, maybe, or not yet. But most of us err on the side of too restricted. And so what we want is just a little moment of freedom right before you play the fast passage. And what that'll do is that it'll help your whole body relax a little bit. And when that happens, you suddenly get all your accuracy back, all your fluidity back. When you're holding muscle tightness, your brain doesn't get the right signals to move your body as accurately as you might like. But as soon as you let go, then you get that accuracy back, you get the sense of fun back, you get the sense of flow back, and it's like, instead of, you know, I've had that experience many times. I know.
Me too.
It's very stressful. Okay, so what we'd like to offer you is the opportunity to learn exactly how to do this.
Yeah.
We call it the magic pause. So the magic pause is the most simple, effective tool. Like if you have to learn one thing about your body, one thing, you know, related from the Alexander technique about how to release tension in those really critical moments in your playing, this would be it.
Yeah.
And this one thing will get you so far. You'll be able to play more fluidly, you'll feel more relaxed, your accuracy will improve, your endurance will improve. You'll just have more space in yourself rather than being in tunnel vision mode.
Yeah. And we actually do have a guarantee on this course. So if you try this course and you really try this for 30 days and you really are implementing it and it doesn't work for you, then you can have your money back, no questions asked.
Yeah. So you can get on the waiting list now, and it's coming. We're going to be releasing the course by the end of May. And if you get on the waiting list, if you sign up before the end of May, get a really cool perk. We'll be hosting a live masterclass on Zoom after the launch, only to the people who have been on the waiting list, and where you get to try the Magic Pause live, get our live feedback, try it with your instrument on whatever fast passage or whatever else you're doing, and ask questions. So that'll be a really great opportunity to, once you've gone through the course, and it's fairly brief, because it's pretty simple to learn. So once you get that experience, then you can have even more context and tools for making it real for yourself. The skill of being able to let go when you normally get tight. So important.
So if that sounds freaking awesome, there is a sign-up link for the waiting list below.
And we also have a free offering. You can get on our email list through this as well. A mini course on 5 simple and surprisingly effective techniques for letting go of tension and relieving pain, even when practicing the most challenging music. You'll find that link below as well.
It kicks ass.
It does.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, it's very simple and surprisingly effective. That's why we called it that. So, and otherwise, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Podcasts.
Yeah, it's free, it's simple. You get lots of videos like this, and also guided meditations that we put out every week.
Oh, and reach out to us. Like, if something spoke to you about this video one way or another, let us know. We want to hear from you. Yeah, we're doing this because we want to help people. And so don't be shy.
Okay. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everybody.